Okay. Here is my Granny Smith apple, which I will be cutting probably about here so that the rest of the branches have a chance to grow and do their thing. This is very healthy. These are my poor seedlings that unfortunately have not survived. Some of them are still hanging on, but I was spending too much time paying attention to the trees and not to my seedlings, so we'll see if I can re-sow them if there's time. Here are my blueberries. Looks like some burning there. Lots of new growth. I will probably repeat myself until I'm blue in the face, but I do want to get these in separate bags so that I have one blueberry plant per bag. I did it for the elderberries. I wasn't sure if I was going to get a lot of blueberries, but I think I'll do that for these. Here are my strawberries. Those are still a little on the small side, but they're not getting nearly as much sun as these over here or these. Like, look at how big that leaf is compared to this leaf. So, yeah, these are big too. The ones on the side of the house are much bigger. No joy for the roses. I'll probably take them indoors and try again. My rose that's struggling, but my cherry trees are doing well. Nice and full. New growth. Another probably dead rose. My elderberry is doing very well. I should say elderberry number 1. My grapes are doing very well. This other one started to grow, but I think that's from the root stock. I always say the graft, but it's not the graft, but it's the root stock. Yeah, I'm going to let that grow since the other part seems a little dead, and we'll see what happens. This one, of course, is beautiful. And I bought a new trellis that divides in 3 different ways. And we'll definitely make a video so I can see what that looks like. That is going strong. Here is my serviceberry tree that I did end up twisting around, because it does lean this way, but the wind comes this way, so it's better for that to be in that position. Here I have my pineapple guava, which last week, I believe, is when it first really showed its waking up. And there are a lot of spiders in here, but the leaves are very pretty. It's finally acclimating to its location here. Here's my apricot pawpaw tree. Let's see, it's growing. And random apple. And this is the cluster of apples in one container. I pruned back the dead leaves here, and I'm hoping that it'll have energy now to put forth new leaves, because it doesn't look like it's dead yet. That one I think is dead. This one here is the Granny Smith, the first one that I bought, and that's probably, I don't know, I'm now pulling and it's not coming up easily, so that could be that it's making roots, so I'll leave that one alone. And this is the pruned piece off of the other Granny Smith apple. And hey, if I can get more than, 1 apple tree for Granny Smiths, that's fine. I'll put those everywhere because that's great for baking, applesauce, all types of things. These are my plums. These definitely have to be pruned. I have to find out what's the best way to prune them. Um, I will be referring back to my small fruit tree book, and I will take a picture of that and post that. If you wanted to purchase a copy, I do have an affiliate link at the bottom so that you guys have all the information that I have. Oh, seedlings. My poor babies. I did also pick up some lemon balm. These are lantana, but they're white. I love lantana. I love the way they grow. I love the way they smell. And they're great for um, the way that I want my the roots to hold the dirt, because they're long roots, they're pretty shallow, and they hold the dirt together to help prevent runoff. This is my bare root blackberry tree, and it looks like it might be getting some seedlings, some, I don't even know what to call those. I guess seed pods? I don't know if I can collect that. I'll have to research that. Here are my other apple trees. All 5 of those are looking good. I will also have to prune that one because it's starting to get a little tall and I want it to be branchy. Probably another dead rose, but I don't want to give up hope. I'll just let it take its time so we can do all the root systems it needs and then figure that out. This baby is my nectarine, and it's sprouting again from the rootstock, not from the graft. I was wondering if I should or should not. I don't know. We'll see how I feel about it. I know you're supposed to take it off because it's not the fruit that you purchase, but again, this is all experimental, so I'm going to do whatever I want. Here are my beautiful, beautiful olives. They took a long time to acclimate, but because these are Mediterranean, I feel like they really needed the hotter weather. And now that we're most consistently in the mid to high 70s, I think they're doing much better than before. Once we start going to the hundreds, I'm sure this will bolt, just bolt up. Here is my store-bought blackberry, which is not doing nearly as well. I don't know if it needs more food, more water, or if it needs to be up straight, because if I were to put this level, it's a little crooked. So I gotta straighten that out. See what I can do with that. You'd never know that I did some weeding earlier this week. So here is my walnut trees. You're supposed to have 2 because you can't have walnuts unless you've got 2 walnut, one to, pollinate the other. And this one, I don't know if that one survived. I don't know. That's not wind. That's not wind damage. I think that's just disease. So I'm going to trim it probably like here and then see if that continues to grow. But I mean, it's just another tree. It's just going to be another little tree. And here are our native cucumbers that just curl up and attach to everything. They have sprouted up here. This is the poor hazelnut tree that I think died. And this is just a weed. I pull these all the time. I thought maybe that was part of the tree, but no. It's just weeds. Look at this little tiny pine tree. I just love the way they smell. Right from the bat, they smell like pine trees. Yep. So I don't think this one is going to do anything. But we'll let it grow and see what it does. This is my pecan, which is doing very well. That over there is some more of the pecan. I think that was pruned off, that I stuck into the ground. So that's probably creating its root system. But it does have some buds. So maybe by the end of the summer, we'll see what happens with that. My poor rose. Here's this one is thriving. This is another elderberry. Yeah. This one is starting to come up from, it must have created a crazy root system underneath because these are 2 new shoots. Like they're really, really new. But that's doing really well. Yeah. And here we have my pears. They're doing really well, and I have to figure out how to cut these, prune them to make them nice. This one bounced back, no problem. And it looks like it is from the graft, not from the rootstock. So I'll get in there and clean that up and see how we can make this so that it's nice and branchy. Here's my other elderberry, which is doing very well. Here is my rose. Oh, and even though this rose is struggling, it has its first bud. Hello, baby. So this is the Dolly Parton rose. So this will be the first. Yeah, I have to really take some time to come back into the garden. I've been traveling because of cosplay and other things, so I've not had a chance to come in and really take a look and see everything that, make sure that these plants have everything that they need. It takes a lot of work, peeps. These are my peaches, and some bugs are getting to them, but besides that, they look okay. They're growing pretty well. We'll see what comes up. Now, I put some marigolds in some of these, and I don't see them. I don't know. I think I didn't wait till they got big enough. These are bulb flowers and stuff. A lot of daffodils and tulips and stuff like that. Another rose. Here's my beautiful kiwi plant. Look at this baby. Male and a female. And I started trailing these vines around here. Oh, I wasn't supposed to get the spider. I did it last time. Sorry, baby. Just trying to make sure that it has a good support system. Yeah, and these are just from Dollar Tree. I put 4 of them together with zip ties. I should have a video on that. I'll link it somewhere on the page, but yeah, that's looking pretty good. Did I miss anything? I think that's everything. Those are my marigolds. These are my poor marigolds. I don't even know how they're surviving. They're that color because there's no sun. I'm pretty sure that's the reason. So I don't know what I'm going to do with them. I'm going to just re-sow everything. Over here is supposed to be carrots, and I think I lost all my celery. My beets I lost, my Swiss chard I lost. These were all extra peppers. I think over there I have some, oh, the cucumbers have already started to flower, even though they're tiny. And the loofah that's supposed to go everywhere. Yeah, I got, I went to Wayfair and I got some other um, obelisks, they're called, so that these plants can grow up. And I'll pot them into a bigger container, and then this way they can thrive that way. I'm not proud of the state of where it's at because there's a lot of neglect here. But the most important thing I wanted to get situated, because they take a long time to grow, were the trees. I have seeds. I could always buy seeds again, but the trees, it takes a lot of effort, and I put all of my effort into that. So if I have to be without tomatoes this year, then so be it. I probably won't, but I just wanted to make sure that these trees were set up, and so far they are thriving, so for that I will be grateful. And plus the birds love the bird feeders that I set up for them. They love it. See? So that makes me happy. So that to me is a successful food forest, because I have birds. The bees will be here when there are more flowers. They've already started using some of the places that I set up bird baths, and then I'll be able to put in fountains and do all the other things that I want to do. But for now, this is what I got. More updates to come next week.